Bournemouth is the fourth highest prevalence area for HIV in the UK outside of London boroughs. Last year, 58% of new diagnoses of HIV were in the heterosexual community. The Health Protection Agency reckon that within the next 5 years, there'll be more people living with HIV in the UK as a result of straight sex compared to people who've contracted it through homosexual activities.
I discovered that I'd got HIV after getting tested at Bournemouth Hospital, at the GU clinic there. I hadn't been very well for about 18 months, so I decided it was a good idea to go and get checked out. And staff were very professional there. It was completely confidential, simple blood test. And then 2 weeks later, the results came back, and they asked me to come back into the clinic and sort of told me there. But I had a lot of support at the clinic.
HIV is a human immunodeficiency virus. It's a virus that attacks the immune system, which basically means when someone gets HIV, if they don't get the right medical treatment with the antiviral drugs, then the virus continues to attack the immune system, and eventually the body's got no defences against any illness that attacks them.
First initial feelings were probably panic, I suppose. I remember not being able to take in any information. They were sort of giving me lots of facts and figures about my blood levels and that everything was going to be fine and what was going to happen. And I remember just saying to my health worker there that I just couldn't take anything in and that I just needed a cigarette, really. And I remember just sort of running out to the car park and having a cigarette, and then looking over to the window where they all were and seeing them all sort of peering out the window at me, sort of making sure that I hadn't sort of run across the motorway to throw myself off a bridge or something. HIV has affected my life in lots of ways. Some of them positive, some of them less positive. It's hard because my life seemed really different before HIV. I was working as a trainer, quite a good job for Nationwide. I had my own flat. I was in a good relationship. I was kind of just enjoying life really in my 20s, like anyone really. And then it was just a sort of wake-up call. Just made me realise actually that life isn't it doesn't go on forever. You have to kind of make the most of your time. You have to kind of work out what you want out of life and go for it, grab it with both hands.
25% of people with HIV in the UK don't know that they've got the virus. As I say, the GUM clinic will welcome people going along. They'll always be pleased if someone's being sensible, having perhaps not been sensible before. Best thing is to go and get tested.
Very simple to do. All hospitals will have a GU clinic with testing available, so there's a facility at Bournemouth and at Poole, or if you prefer, there's other NHS clinics outside of hospitals, like over the Rainbow in the Triangle. It's very simple, simple blood test, and you get your results within 2 weeks. I think it's partly inevitable. I think that it's out there, HIV is out there, and anybody can be affected. I think part of the problem is that it has been perceived as a gay disease in the past, so perhaps there's a certain level of naivety maybe in the straight community. Maybe it's kind of something that happens to other people. I don't know, everyone has that attitude that it's not going to happen to you, that everyone's invincible, but you've only got to take one chance and it could be you really.